What's up and welcome back to my channel for another bullet journal video. And today we have my weekly spreads for the month of November. And if you haven't seen my November setup that was posted last week, then I would highly encourage you to go check that out before this one because it's the first part of my November setup. And my theme is books slash kind of bookshelf, I guess. I don't really know how to call it, but basically I just drew books as a doodle and I just think it looks really cute. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but in the end it turned out great. And as always, if you want to see all the close-ups of the spreads, they will be at the end of the video or at the time on the screen right now. So for those weekly spreads, I went for a really simple layout for each one of them, just keeping everything really simple and kind of easy because I honestly didn't have that much time to actually make them or plan them or anything, so I kept it really simple, or at least compared to some other things I made, it is clearly simple. For this weekly spread, which is the first one, I just have 3 boxes on the left side, which are alternated, and a line at the bottom, which is actually the 4th day. And on the other side, I have 3 more boxes for the rest of the days, and I have a bookshelf, kind of floating bookshelf at the bottom, and you will see it a little later, but I added a few books here and there. And the color scheme for this, for all the spreads, are mostly browns. There's a little bit of gray and green and also reddish brown, I guess, because it's not really red and it's not really red either. I don't really know what color it is. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with my voice sometimes, but basically, yeah, that's what it is. And so I just did a little stack of books, which I colored in with my color palette, and then I added a little like falling book. I don't know if it looks really that good. And then I just completed to add the days of the week inside of the headers of the boxes before I went in and done the bookshelf that I added on the side. So basically I just did 3 shelves. On one of them there is a cactus, and that's why I did say that I added some greens. That's because I added a few plants here and there, and also some gray because usually the pots are gray, just because it's easier and it's less colorful because there's already way too many colors in this setup. And I don't know if you can really tell, but there is like a reddish brown in some of the books. I don't really know why it doesn't show up better on camera, but it's really pretty in real life. So hopefully in the close-ups you will be able to see them a little bit more. But I use my Tombow dual brush markers for each one of the colors, and for the lines I used my Uniball eye micro pen for doing everything with the rulers, so all the boxes and lines that are straight, I guess. And for the line art, for more of the drawings, it's actually my pet artist, my Faber Castel Pitt artist pen. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, it's kind of a mouthful to say. So that's the one I was using. I used the XS and the S because sometimes I just needed a thinner one just to do some detailing. And onto this weekly spread. This is actually the same layout I used for my custom bullet journal of December that I did for an order, and I just fell in love with the layout, and so I decided to use it with mine, and it was the perfect opportunity to have a lot of drawing inside of my spread. But basically there's a column on each side with 3 days, and then at the bottom in the middle there is Sunday and a note section, and then at the top I just have a really big white space which I use to put a bookshelf with like 2 cushions, and at the top I added my calendar, which is just a mini calendar to keep track of where we are during the month, which is the way I prefer it because I have ADHD and I tend to forget where we are in the month and not remember that there is things after that week. So it just helps me keep track of where we are and everything like that. And I used the green for once in the calendar, and I was actually really surprised because it ties it really well with the theme. As far as the actual bookshelf, I just did really simple with a little plant and just random books here and there. Some where you only see the cover, some where it's facing away. Just a few random ones just to switch things up a little bit. And on the left side I didn't know what to put, so I just put like kind of baskets. I have the same ones in my room, so I just thought it would look kind of nice and fill the space up a little bit, because at some point I really didn't have any more ideas on what I wanted to add. And then you will see me coloring the cushions, which actually I switched up the color afterwards because the one I picked up, you can't really tell on camera, but it was really bright and it wasn't really going with the rest of the colors. So I ended up going over it with my reddish brownish color that I got. If I remember, I will try and put on the screen which colors I used as far as my Tombow markers. So if you're interested in recreating any of those, you can do it and find the colors you need. And obviously, if you want to do one of my spreads and get inspiration, you are welcome to tag me on Instagram so I can see what you did, and I will have my social medias down below, so if you want to go check that out, I'll be really honored to see your recreations. But back onto the actual setup. So for this week I did 2 columns at the middle of the pages, and I just have 4 days on each page, and then I added a note section at the top of the right page, and right at the bottom of that same page I added a really nice bookshelf. I actually fell in love into making bookshelf with this theme because I really had no idea how I was gonna fill them up, but in the end I feel like I did a pretty good job. Not to like bribe or anything, but I wasn't really sure what I was doing when I was actually making it just in pencil. I was like, it's gonna be terrible, like I don't like it, but I just figured like let's just trust the process, and in the end it looks amazing and I'm obsessed with it. So that just goes to show that you need to trust yourself, because if you have an idea, it's probably a good one, even if it doesn't seem like one at the beginning. And basically I just did the exact same bookshelf style as the previous page, and I added a little plant on top of it, a little cactus in it, and I opted for an open books at the first shelf just to change things up a little bit. I used that same book style for my cover page for the month, so I just thought it would be a nice little touch to have it also in it. But yeah, that's basically for that spread, because there's not like a lot more. I also did my mini calendar, and then there's a little light brown strike underneath it, which will be my event section. And then I just drew a box, well, a little square for each one of the days, and then I will have the space next to it to write events for that specific day. And we are now onto the last weekly spread. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And also thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel lately. We've been growing so fast. I'm so thankful for each and every single one of you. So yeah, I just wanted to say that before jumping straight into this next weekly spread. Which what I did is a strike of color at the top, which will be in the middle where I put the week, and then I added underneath it a little event section, and on the scribe I actually added some books, which are just tiny little doodles of books, which were kind of hard to do, honestly, because it's super small, but I just think it turned out so cute, and it ties it a little bit more to the theme compared to the rest of them, because I didn't have that much else than the bookshelf that you can see now on the side. I didn't really have that much else. Sorry, I'm choking on my own saliva right now. But I didn't have any much to recall for the theme, so I just added that, and then I did brown strikes for each one of the days, which are just same thing on each side. And then I have the Sunday that is added at the top right corner, actually, because I just thought it would look a little bit better if I did the exact same thing on each side and not have the lines, the brown lines, like not in front of each other. It just looked a little bit better like that. And underneath of Sunday, sorry, is where I added my little bookshelf. I also added a cup of coffee on top of a stack of book, which I just think looks really cute and kind of on point. And yeah, that's basically it. I just added a few details and colored it in. The next thing I did is to add the name of the days inside of the little event section. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. There's only the close-ups left, so I'm gonna let you guys do those. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!